Hello students, in this class we will learn about control statements in Python. So basically control statements are statements that can alter the flow of a normal loop. Normally loops iterate over a block of code until the test expression is false, but sometimes we wish to terminate the current iteration or even the whole loop without checking the test expression. So here comes the break and continue statements to the rescue in these cases. So break statement terminates the loop containing it. It simply terminates that loop and exits and directly passes the control of the program to the statement outside the body of the loop. Whereas in continue, it only skips the rest of the code inside the loop for the current iteration only. It does not jump or exit the loop directly. It simply jumps the rest of the code inside the loop for the current iteration only. So also loop does not terminate but continues on with the next iteration. Syntax for the break statement is simply this break keyword, and syntax for the continue is this continue keyword. Let's understand this with the help of flowchart. So what happens in break statement is we have this loop, we entered the loop, we tested the expression of the loop. If this is false, we will simply exit the loop as we generally do while executing the loops. If this is true, we will check for the break condition. If break condition is true, we will simply get exit of this loop if this is true. But if this is false, we will again check, we will again run remaining body of the loop. Simply, we will jump here, we will again check the test expression of the loop. The same process, if this is false, we will exit the loop. If this is true, we will again check for the break condition. If this is true, we will exit the loop. If this is false, we will simply check, run the remaining body of the loop. So this will go on. And once this break condition becomes true, we will simply come out of this loop. Whereas in this continue statements, what we do is we enter this loop, we check the test expression of the loop. If this is false, we will simply come out of this loop. If this is true, we will check for the continue. If this is true, is this continue statement true? If this is true, we will simply jump all these remaining part of body of the loop. We will directly jump towards the test expression of the loop. We will not run this remaining body of the loop if this is true. But if this is false, continue is false, we will again run this remaining body of the loop, then go to this test expression, again check this expression, this is true or false. If this is true, we will again check for continue. If this is false, we will again exit this loop. So this will go on, but once this continue statement becomes true, we'll simply jump all these remaining body statements of this loop and jump towards this expression of the loop. So let's learn these statements with the help of Python program. Let's see how it works practically. So let me work with for loop. So for I in range 0 to 10, if I is equals to 5, break, else print hello world and the value of I. Also, let me just write a print statement out of this loop. which will say final hello. Okay, let me explain what is happening here. I am running this loop for I in range 0 to 10, which means this loop will execute 10 times from 0 to 9. And when this value of I will become 0, this will simply, it will see this break statement, and this break statement will make sure that this loop does not execute any further and will jump towards this statement which is outside this loop. Okay, so what will happen? Let's see. See what happened. Hello world 0, the value of I, hello world 1, hello world 2, hello world 3, hello world 4, and simply final hello. What happened is when, as soon as this statement became true, I became 5. This saw this break statement, and this break statement made sure that this loop does not execute any further. So as soon as this value of I became 5, the control of the loop, the control of the program jumped to this statement, and after hello world 4, it does not printed this hello world 5. It simply jumped towards this statement and it printed final hello. Okay, so what if it was continue, not break here? If, let's see what happens if we work with continue statement here. See what happened. Hello world 0, hello world 1, hello world 2, hello world 3, hello world 4, hello world 6. We skipped hello world 5 here. Then again hello world 7, 8, 9, and then final hello. What happened here is we printed all the values from 0 to 9, which this print statement generally does in a for loop. But what happened here is I just mentioned that whenever in content we see a continue statement in loop, this continue simply jumps this remaining body of the loop and again goes to this test expression. So same happened here. When this value of I became 5, it jumped to the this test expression of the loop. It does not executed this statement further. Then it, when the value of I became 6, it again came here, printed the value of this hello world I, then again 7, 8, 9, and finally it came outside this loop and printed this final hello. So that's it for this class. We will see for more examples of break and continue statements in the next class.